Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel, that is EdTech. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video. So our today's video is going to be very interesting and important because we are going to discuss about the TCS Digital Interview Questions 2024. This video is going to be very important because we have discussed all the most asked questions in the digital interview. So we have already started a series of TCS Ninja interview questions, TCS Digital Interview Questions, which is part 2. There are two parts for the digital interview, and for TCS Prime interview also there are two parts. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get regular updates about the videos that we post online, and you can easily crack the digital or the Prime or the Ninja interview. So this is going to be very important. We are going to discuss coding, HR and MR questions, all of these questions in this video. So without wasting any more time, let us move forward. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. So let us move forward. The number one question that they might ask you will be regarding the OOPS, object oriented programming, where they will ask you about the four pillars of the OOPS, four principles of the OOPS, right? You can explain in detail about them. Then they might ask their favorite question of the interviewer, that is inheritance and polymorphism with example. Here you have to explain everything in detail. You have to give real life examples for polymorphism and inheritance. Then they will all ask you about how does method overriding differ from method overloading. Again, this is very important thing. Okay, so they will ask you about interface and how it is different from the abstract classes. Interface and abstract classes are again one of the most important questions and most famous questions for the interviewers. Then they might ask you questions about something about software development. Okay, what are the phases of the SDLC, which is software development life cycle? You can explain that in detail. And then they will ask you about explain agile methodologies and its advantages. So if you have not worked in agile, then please make sure that you go through a video on YouTube or you study about the agile methodologies and what are the advantages. Okay, because in most of the IT companies agile is used and you have to know the advantages so that you can explain about them. Okay, now they might also ask you about the version control, like tools like Git, okay, GitHub, or like pipelines, Jenkins or something like that. Okay, GitHub Actions, you might explain them about this. Okay, version control is very important because there are multiple developers that are working on the same project or the same branch, maybe on the same develop or the feature branch. Okay, and that is the reason version controlling becomes a very important part. Okay, the next question that they might ask you will be regarding the operating systems and networking. If you are having a strong background on operating system and networking, you can easily crack all these questions. Okay, there can be questions like what is a process and how does it differ from a thread, what are different threads, what is multi-threading, that make they also ask. Okay, so they can also ask you about explain the concept of deadlock and how it can be prevented. So this is again very important when it comes to threading and like networking and everything. Okay, so they might also ask you about HTTP protocols or TCP or IP protocols and describe the different layers of it. Okay, now the next question is again very important. It is the most asked questions regarding operating systems and networking. Discuss the difference between TCP and UDP. This is again very important. Make sure that you read about it and you know the difference between it. Okay, now the next question that they might ask you regarding the programming and algorithms. Trust me guys, there are a lot of questions that I can discuss about programming and algorithms, but here are some of the questions. Okay, if you want, I can create part 2 about specifically about programming and algorithm questions that might be asked in the interviews, okay, by the interviewer. The first question can be write a code to reverse a linked list. This is again very famous question. Okay, very interesting question. You can go and read out if you don't know about how to reverse a linked list. It is very interesting. Okay, very basic question that is asked in interviews. Then they can ask you about explain how a binary search algorithm works and provide its time complexity. So this time complexity, big O notation and everything, this is very important for digital interviews. Make sure that you know a lot of things about time complexity for every scenario. Okay, so binary search is also very important. Tree search is also very important. Implement a sorting algorithm like quick sort and merge sort. Again, this is a favorite question of the interviewers. You should study it. You should like know the idea behind it, what goes in sorting or searching algorithms. Okay, and so this is very important guys. So guys, we are putting a lot of effort, we are putting a lot of research to like get all these questions, connect with people who are giving the interviews and asking them questions, connecting with them. So it takes a lot of time and lot of efforts, right? So please subscribe to our YouTube channel guys. This is very important. Okay, it motivates us a lot to make more such informative videos for all of you guys. Okay, the next question is write a program to find the factorial of a number using recursion. This is again very important, very basic question, but it is the most asked question, okay, in the programming interviews. Now the next thing that we will discuss is data structures. So data structures is one of the most important part when it comes to the digital and the prime interviews. So I can make the part 2 specifically on programming and algorithm questions. Okay, explain the difference between stack and queue. So this is the basic question, this is the most asked question. Okay, describe how a binary search tree works, BST works. How do you insert and delete nodes in the binary search tree? Okay, then you have a question, discuss hash tables and how they handle collisions. So this is again very important. Hash tables is one of the favorite topics of the interviewers, and if you have studied it, if you have worked on it, if you have used it, then well and good. Okay, so what is a graph? Explain the difference between DFS and BFS. This is again very important question. So guys, all the questions are very important, okay, according to us. So if you want to crack the interviews, it becomes very essential that you know all these things. Okay, now one more important thing that I want to discuss is regarding the basic question. No, Ninja we have already cleared. Okay, so I won't go to Ninja. I want to just discuss about the managerial and HR questions. Why do you want to join TCS? Basic question, you can prepare the answer, you can go on Quora and search it, like what should be the benefits of joining TCS that you can get. We have already created a video on benefits of joining TCS, like good exposure, good amount of projects, okay, good learning opportunities from the seniors. Describe your short term and long term career goals. What are your strengths and how do you help, how do they help you perform in your job? Okay, how do you handle setbacks or failures? Describe a situation where you had to overcome a significant challenge. You can explain about your project or your subject that you have, you were failing in. Okay, anything for that matter. Give an example of a successful team project you have worked on. How do you handle conflicts with a team? This is very important. Okay, conflict management is important thing in IT companies. Describe a time where you had to take the lead in the project. The interview wants to see the leader in you, so this is the question for that. How do you handle working with difficult colleague? This is again very important. Okay, conflict management, all these things come into picture. Describe your approach to ensuring effective communication in the team. So the interview wants to check whether you are a good communicator or not, because you should be a good learner, you should be a good listener and a good communicator. I hope all these points are clear for the TCS digital interview part 1 of the questions 2024. So if you are getting selected, do let us know in the comment section. If you have already given the interview for digital, do let us know in the comment section what are the extra questions that were asked to you. That will be really helpful for other people also, and we will try to create a third video explaining all these questions from the comment section. Okay guys, I hope that this video was helpful for all of you guys. If yes, then please press the like button and share this video with all of your friends who are planning to give the TCS digital interview. Thank you again for watching this entire video guys. Hope you all have a great day. Bye bye.